Hello everyone, welcome back to our Age of Empires 4 commentary. I am Beyond, and for all you 2v2 lovers, we have another 2v2 game here for you today. Today we have Jigglypuff in the green with the golden sailboat playing as Jeanne d'Arc. Across the way we have another Crash, wow amazing, playing in the pink as the Mongols. Down below we have Zooted in the yellow playing as the Ottomans. And then finally we have Nugafi playing as the Zushi in the teal, the nicest color in the game. Honestly, I know we don't usually get into comments this early, but leave me a comment. What is your favorite color to select in ranked? Now, in this matchup, it's going to be interesting. We have two early night civs. Of course, we have the Keshiks from the Mongols, and then we have the best units in the game would be Joan of Arc and probably the French Knights. The 1 and 2 combo in team games is absolutely brutal, and this lady right here is just unreal at the current moment. They did nerf her a little bit, but I don't think they nerfed her enough. She still seems pretty good, and that level 3 transition is something to be terrified of. Now, Zushi also received some nerfs, but they're still also extremely good. So we do see a little bit of early spearman action though going on. I don't usually see this much from the Zushi, but here we come. Looks like we're gonna get a little bit of harass in this forward gold here, causing a little bit of issues. But if Jeanne does ding that XP that she needs to actually get up to that next level, these will be quickly thwarted. The good news here for Nugafi is that he is across the way from Jigglypuff, and he should be a little double spearman action, and then honestly the Mongol player also responds in tow and goes, you know what, we have spears, we can just produce them twice at a time from that lovely Ubu production. Here comes the spearman, looking to get a little bit of harassment down. Let's go and check to see Jigglypuff's resources. I believe, yeah, just got enough so that this is going to be annoying for sure, but slightly delayed. And honestly, with the power of Joan of Arc in there, can start to do some damage. And there we go. The butter knives are out. They're trying to do the poke back as best they possibly can. And then some nice micro here from both players. These villagers are getting pretty far down, and this second one's going to have to send them home packing. Oh, just kidding. The butter knives come back out, and they're like, I don't care if there's two of you. It doesn't matter at all. Now, of course, one of these villagers, Joan of Arc, has been pulled back all the way back here. If she dings that level, it's going to be all she wrote. Try and get some cheeky arrow fire going on as well. The micro here from Nugafi and Jigglypuff is going quite insane. Now, that being said, if you guys have made it this far into the video and you love 2v2s because we all do the constant action non-stop, please do like and subscribe. More and more 2v2s will be on the way, and this Nugafi is not giving up. There are more spearmen coming along. That is a heavy investment, about 360 resources, but is it going to be worth it is the question. Sorry, 240. I don't know how to do math. I thought for some reason I was thinking something else. I don't know what I was thinking. I thought they were 120. They are most certainly not. They are 80. So we're now in, and that is getting Jigglypuff off the gold. Now, with that being said, I mean, there's always a lot of options. We can see that it looks like Jigglypuff is looking for a forward gold vein over here. If the Zushi player or the Ottoman player is able to scout that, they will be able to take that down quite quickly and cause even more annoyance for Jigglypuff before you can get those early knights out. Now, I wouldn't be surprised if Nugafi and Zooted have played Jigglypuff. They're all very high Conqueror level players. And they know very well that this man gets out knights and knights like no other. So, stop that gold, stop that production, and you'll be in a good spot. But at this point, this gold is being taken down, but the middle one is still here, and no one has checked this one just yet. We do see some harass coming down from the other side for the Ottoman player as well, and more early spearmen will be coming out. Actually, did opt for an early barracks. That's not even out of production, out of an oh no. The Dark Age spears are coming in for the Mongols. They're going, anything you can do, I can do better. When I was going to mention, this is not actually a military school. This is just straight production out of the Ottomans. Not something you usually see either. Usually against any sort of French/Knight civ, you go for that early. Why can't I speak? And I'm getting distracted by the little bird from the con. But you get early military school, get those early free production. But Not going to be the case here. We do see an archery range coming in, which is pretty stock standard for most Ottoman compositions. Need that backline harass, and now the knights are on the battlefield. They take down one spearman, and the 3 are still in tow. Another knight is on the way, but once Joan becomes Joan, these will be quickly to be destroyed. Where is Joan at, though? Where is she currently? Where's the bigger blob? The normal. She is. Am I just going nuts? I'm checking boars. I'm checking everywhere. Where could she be? It's like the fine Joan. Doesn't she have a little... There she is. She's in the tree line. Just hiding away. Getting as much experience as possible. Not sending her out because she doesn't actually hit dinged up yet. Sending her out. So this actually... I mean, this is what kind of the nerfs were. She did... Since experience isn't as easy to come by, and there we go. And now she dings up, and that will be the end of this shenanigans over here, and we can move on to check out the rest of the map. Now, another crash over here. Don't know who this player is. They changed names like no one's business up in these 2v2s. Jigglypuff, all of them. They have so many different accounts. I can't actually track them all. This honestly this could be a fake Jigglypuff. I have no idea. But they are being pretty on brand with Jigglypuff, so I wouldn't be surprised if it was him himself. We'll also leave his link in the description below. Go check him out. Great streamer if you want to check out more 2v2 content. And I also have a little something planned coming soon. We are in the works for some more 2v2 content. That's all I'll say at this point. But just keep your eyes out for January and February. Trying to plan something up to bring some more content for you guys. Now, the Meta and the Ottoman army looking pretty strong at the current moment, and they actually do find Jigglypuff's kind of satellite gold expansion, though his Mongol teammate is here in spades with plenty of spearmen and plenty of archers to take and thwart this army. You can't mess with that Uvu production over here. It's just too good. ×2 across the board. Everyone's being produced quite quickly. Now we have some interesting walls off going over here for our Zushi player. Just trying to start up any shenanigans from going back and forth and just making it overall harder to navigate this space. Now Joan is taking on 4 spearmen like it doesn't even matter. Pretty stock standard. Actually, that was 5. I apologize. I didn't understand your true game over here. We do have the meditation gardens going in for Zushi, just getting all those passive resources coming in, just for building the building. No worries at all. We have people like the HRE that have to build a landmark and then go collect all the relics that are combative on the map. But you know, Zushi gets a little landmark. They just get some free resources. No big deal. Now the board, this was changed from 50 to 25, so not nearly as impactful as it once was. It might not be even worth the wall off, stuff like that people were doing. As you can see, there goes the 25. Now Joan of Arc is so good in team games as well, because if she rolls up to a battle, every single thing around her that dies, she gains experience. So it's always very good, and you're going to see on, obviously, the French knights in team games are just really good. I've been loving the Ottomans as well. Their feudal age push is incredible, and right now that seems to be the current 1v1 meta. Get your feudal age push out, because that's usually what's going to be happening. Now these 3, they were so close to dying a death, kind of like in the 300, where the arrows are raining down upon you and you have nowhere to go. But luckily for them, the archers decided to back off just in time, and the Mongol player is actually providing a lot of early pressure with this kind of build order. It's not the traditional one I thought I would be seeing Keshiks, but it's a very nice tactic. So we've talked about this before in plenty of team games as well. Hold on, let me take a sip of water. Okay, that was embellishment. But regardless, we talked about this before in team games. What you want to do is you want to focus on one type of unit. Of course, you can obviously mix it in. He's going to have some frontline for himself. He's going to need it there as well. But the main army piece of this is the archers. He knows full well that Jigglypuff's going to have a frontline of knights. So when the final combination does come in, they will be seeing a very good spot team comp wise. Now what this does is, one, it plays to your strengths. So French knights get to build more and more French knights. Don't have to worry about the archers, which are kind of a waste of resources for the French player, as long as they have some sort of archers, and they do at this point with the Mongol player. But at the same time, ooh, a nice harass over here. Oh no, they went the wrong way. This pathing absolutely screws them. And we do have Zushi player coming in trying to actually help them out, and it says, hey, we have some horsemen over here, provide some nice front line for you as you go in with your archers, and this should be enough to clean this up. But what is the response? We have knights coming in on the flank. Now, if these Mongol archers can actually focus down these spearmen, they'll be sitting in a very good spot. Now, here comes the front line, just in case. That they did lose a lot of archers, though, so it's going to have to kind of keep it going. But as I was mentioning, is you can kind of focus in. You can also focus upgrades. You can focus the blacksmith. You can focus specific upgrades, kind of like the French have with chivalry, and just make it a little bit more about this one kind of unit. And that's exactly what the Mongol player is doing. And if we have to go back and check, we have the blacksmith upgrades, and we have the 2 right away. So you don't have to really focus on other things, which is always very nice. Let's see what the Zushi player is going to be doing over here. We have some we have a lot of stables. So again, we're focusing on front line, and it looks like the Ottoman player will be focusing on maybe back line. Yeah, we even have the military schools producing archers. So it's going to be, these are high level players, so they're gonna get the gist. But in your 2v2 games on the ladder, definitely try this out. One, have a partner. That's always key if you want to climb. You need someone that you can talk to in Discord. Oh my goodness, I just flicked the mouse, went into absolute Narnia. I apologize about that. But you need a partner for sure. And then on top of that, what you really want to do is you want to just go, you know what do we need? What's coming at us? So if you're facing the French, if you're facing the Mongols, you're expecting some shenanigans like this, and you're probably expecting French knights. And then vice versa. If you're facing the Zushi, and if you're facing the Ottomans, you're going to face a lot of units, just a lot of constant units. But this is a beautiful raid here. That unfortunate tree line, that wood line, is so far away, and he's finding more and more value coming out of this. And remember, these knights do not take any sort of damage. Let's go see if we have that range 1 upgrade. We do. Range defense, most important thing in the entire world if you are a Knight Civ. That is because you can start to dive those TCs a little bit easier. Now, we do have some RAM technology coming out front. And this is another thing, right? So the RAM technology costs some gold. It costs some resources. But look at that. We don't have to worry about that for the Joan of Arc. We don't have to worry about that at all because our Mongol counterpart is producing units that don't have gold, and that means that they can focus on getting those upgrades to actually build the ramps. So a very nice transition over here. The Zushi is actually doing a little counter raiding with these horses, but it looks like the French villagers don't care at all, and they go, you know what, we'll just get a little surround. We don't mind in the slightest. This is a pretty scary push at this point. And they're coming in. And where are the French knights? They're over here. They're getting chased down by these spearmen. But more over here, just in case any shenanigans do start to come in. And then here comes the archers. Look at all of that. And as I mentioned, Joan of Arc is gathering XP like no one's business. And now, actually, I think they're just making the call. We can do this right now. Where's Joan of Arc? And there they are. There's the archers. Some nice target fire here from the Mongol player. This synergy is absolutely beautiful. Zooted and Nagafi they're getting taken to a clinic right now. It's a feudal age all in, and Jigglypuff and another crash, don't know who you are. They have come a knocking. Now there's nothing that can really be done at this point, but there is a chance for a little survival if the Zushi player can kind of get into expand over here. Zushi does have an incredible macro, and at this point we do have the French knights. They did decide to leave the archers, which is not what you want to see. Joan is here, but she's not taking fire, but she does have the companions out, and that'll be a rough one. But as you can see, without these knights though, they can't dive away, and this is a nice defense. Actually, I said there's nothing that can be done, but a nice defense nonetheless. But Zooted is feeling the pain right now. There's been a lot of raids on his base. Not much he can do at this point. And now these Mongol archers are over here just cooking right now. And look at Joan of Arc. She's scooping up experience like you're picking up marbles at this point. It's absolutely incredible. Don't know why I said that reference. I was thinking I was playing like the marbles and the jacks. I'm sorry. I'm a little bit older as well. But it is what it is. And we're still diving away. I mean, I'm just trying to talk as much as I possibly can. We do have the Lancers coming in to try to be a little bit of a counterplay, but these French Knights mean business, and there's a lot of them. And even at this point, even though they're a counterplay, and look at this, +5 going up in flames, and that is a lot of villagers that are going down. And Joan of Arc comes in, adds insult to injury, and look at how quick she leveled up. This is exactly what I was talking about. Joan of Arc is definitely probably the best for team games because that experience is coming in and it's coming fast. It's just flowing, and look at how quickly she has leveled up. And now Wrath are chasing down these villagers. They're running for their lives. The Zushi Lancers are trying to get in their way the best they possibly can, but Joan of Arc is proving to be something that cannot be stopped at this point. And there they go. They do a little. They have the wiggle sticks, and actually Joan might be going down. She did get a little bit of reduction in armor as well with that last nerf. She's running away though, but she can heal up eventually. And here comes the Mongol player. They're going to try to run them around, and there they are. And they're going to have to back off. But suffice to say that this is a rough spot for our two players. Yes, Nagafi has plenty of resources over here because he's been completely left alone. The second TC as well. Mongol player is coming over here getting a little bit of wood. I'm assuming enough to get a TC up. So they're not going to be giving up just yet. There's always a chance. Remember, in team games, it's all about who is the strongest and can they carry the weakest. And that goes for every single team game. So do not give up. Never give up in any situation like this. Always stay around and always let your teammate play it out because there is a chance that their army is going to be stronger. These are Castle Age units, so they do have a chance. And Lancers into this, and honestly, this combo is very, very nice into what these two players have. And you can see they're cleaning up these pink archers. They're running for the hills, and there's also a decent amount of spearmen in here, and really just making this army second guess what they want to be doing because Nagafi is here and he is the reigning king at this point, but Joan could get a few wrath spells on and they could be feeling it at this point. The spearmen are going down quite quickly. There's another wrath going down. Some nice target fire here from the Mongol player. These archers have been proving to be so valuable, and these are French knights, and Joan does go down. So Joan has gone down, but there should be enough French knights here to clean up these lancers, especially with the help of these Mongol archers in the background. And that is the final. That should be the final battle. There might be one more that's underneath the Zushi base, but that's fully cleaned up Zushi army. And now Jigglypuff might be able to go for that Castle Age quite soon. We have some idle villagers. There we go. They're quickly changing that up. Moving out to the gold in the middle over here as well, because we probably ran out of gold at the front with the amount of knights that he was producing at this point. His partner in crime over here with these archers has played a pivotal role as well. And now they're going to take a hot second. They might actually both start to age up. Let's go check out this player. No, it's not going to be aging up anytime soon, but is quite out of resources. Needs to fix up this tree line. We have a few more things over here. Some long distance running as well, and there is the age up for Jigglypuff. So just needs that knight upgrade, and then we will be sitting in a very, very good spot. The knight upgrade is already in, so now we have Castle Age knights, and that is going to be the turning point in this game, I believe. Look at that; they can just dive away. Oh no, some delayed reaction time from the Zushi player, feeling the full wrath of these raids, and this is why it's so good and so important to have a knight civ and some other civ that's more of a complementary civ. The Mongols are really good. They can trade very well in the late game. You have other civs that kind of like the English, a perfect complementary civ. Any civ that just has some nice archers. You can even do Ottomans. So I do actually like this kind of combo down below. The only issue that really happened was that they couldn't really compete with the mobility of the knights at this point, and the mass archers from the Mongols just was too much. Now Zushi Legacy does have a ton of lancers though, so these are not to be messed with at this point though. They actually can cause a whole bunch of damage, and the Ottoman players are actually getting involved. Remember, they do have passive returns with their military schools, but unfortunately there is a ram in the base just cleaning up all of these, and they're trying to clean up the rest of these villagers. They're playing a little ring around the rosy with this one little gate over here, but I do think it might be a little bit too much at this point because this is a large, and Joan is back. She's back in the battlefield, and once they see here, there you go, companions pop out, and here we go. This is going to be the battle. It's going to be 14 lancers versus 15 knights and Joan. I don't think I have to be... Oh, we do have some extra backup, but I don't think I have to be the one to spoil this for you. I think we know, but let's just talk about that all in for a second, how good that was. And here it is, the final battle. Teal versus green going all in. The Mongol player's not even here to support. We just have a knight v knight. Joan should be using the wrath spell quite soon, or the healing spell. Which one are you going to pick? Probably use the healing before I even got over here, or the wrath. and that will be a quick cleanup here, and we should be seeing GGs out of our Nugafee surrenders, and there's the GGs. But let's just talk about that push. That push was so good. You can definitely emulate that kind of push in your own 2v2 games. We're highly recommend it. Guys, if you did enjoy, please do like and subscribe, and I appreciate y'all, and have a great night.